What's up guys, it's Cam coming at you from the 2-6. Welcome back to Carolina Fragrance Reviews. Well, I must wish you a Merry Christmas Eve. I hope you guys have all your Christmas shopping done, or at least, have everything prepared where you can at least spend some time with some family, loved ones, a new flame, whatever it might be. Today I've got a special episode. It's actually a follow-up to a series that I started a little while back where I'm talking about inexpensive or cheaper alternatives to higher end, more popular niche fragrances or more expensive designer fragrances. So I'm going to be going over a fairly new release from Armaf, and I'm also going to follow up a very brief summary of that fragrance up with a smell and rate that Samantha and I did a little while back while we were filming some other content. So I hope you guys are ready. Without no further ado, let's get into this. Okay, before I get things started with the Club de Nuit Intense Man Sillage, which is a clone of Silver Mountain Water, I do want to clarify, it doesn't always have to be a clone. It just happens to be that every fragrance in this video is going to be about clones. Now, there are alternatives, just like Mont Blanc Explorer, where some could possibly argue that would be an Aventus clone, but some could also argue that Creed cloned a couple of their fragrances as well. So we won't get into all that, but what we will get into is the new Sillage. So the latest release from Armaf is Club de Nuit Intense Man Sillage. This is following up another very popular Creed fragrance, Millésime Impérial. That one's called Milestone, and I thought that was a pretty good one as well. I think they really kind of like locked in a good, inexpensive alternative for some Creed fragrances. Now, I know there's plenty of you out there that would take Aventus, 65,000 times over before you would Club de Nuit Intense Man, but there's plenty of you who like Club de Nuit Intense Man. So I guess the question about Sillage, is it a good alternative to Silver Mountain Water? I have tried a couple of Silver Mountain Water clones inspired by type fragrances, and there was a couple of them that were pretty good. And this, I was rather impressed with, just like I was with Milestone. And I guess it would be fair to say that Armaf is somewhat cracked the code to alternatives for Creed, where some of those Creed fragrances can run anywhere from $200 to $300 and even $400. Now, being that Sillage is still a rather new release, it still is a little bit up there. You can grab a bottle between $60 to $70 right now, which is 100 ml of this versus $200 to $325 for 100 ml of Silver Mountain Water. I think you can smell what I'm cooking. Now, about the scent itself, I like it. It is pretty freaking spot on to Silver Mountain Water. As a matter of fact, I was wearing this the other day and my brother thought that I was wearing Silver Mountain Water. Now, on the opening, this one doesn't have quite that sharp metallic or ink vibe that you're going to get, or if you've smelled Silver Mountain Water, you know that it's kind of notorious for that metallic and ink vibe. That is not quite as present in the opening of this fragrance. It's actually very subdued. It's a little bit sweeter. You're going to pick up a little bit of that black currant mixed with a nice fresh and green vibe. You're going to pick up a little bit of hints of that gray tea like you would in Silver Mountain Water as well. I haven't seen the official note breakdown for this fragrance, and there's also some nice light florals. There's a little bit of rose in here and a very nice musk on the dry down. Now, on the mids on this is actually where that metallic and ink vibe actually seems to show up a little bit more, as opposed to like on the opening of actual Silver Mountain Water. Now, one big gripe a lot of people have about Silver Mountain Water is the performance, where it is not a problem for me. Not a problem for me at all. Silver Mountain Water performs very well off my skin, and when I've said that in the past, I got beat up, but that's okay. We have different skin types. For some of you, you may get excellent performance and some may think it's trash. So how does this one fare as far as performance? I get about 6.5 hours of longevity before this pretty much just falls completely off of my skin. The first hour to hour and a half has some pretty good sillage, or some pretty good projection, whichever way you like to say it, but I figured we'd use the word sillage since we are talking about sillage. Now, out of the Silver Mountain Water clones that I have smelled, I like this one the best. I've smelled the two that Parfums Vintage did. I thought they did a rather good job with theirs. They actually have one that has more of an ink note, if that's your thing. I know some people don't really dig that ink vibe, and then some of you are like, oh, give me some more of that ink, man. But to me, in my personal opinion, especially for the money, 100 ml of this for, you know, 60 bucks. And of course, it will be dropping in the next upcoming months. You can find this right now at eBay, Amazon, and Fragrance by CA. I did get lucky and picked mine up off eBay for $55, but I went back and looked, and like the cheapest I saw was about $62, and it's trending at around 70. But like I said, you know, it's a clone, it's Armaf, the price will go down. And as you well know, you can pick up like the Club de Nuit Intense Man, the Aventus clone for, you know, like 20, 25, 30 bucks at the most all day long. And I can say with certainty the same thing will happen with this in time. So if you're a fan of the scent profile of Silver Mountain Water, but you're not the biggest fan of the price, this is a pretty handy dandy alternative. I mean, pretty freaking spot on. Yes, you can tell some ingredients quality differences. It doesn't smell quite as clean. You can tell that, you know, more natural ingredients in Creed, where you've got more aroma chemicals in this, but it's not a deal breaker, and it's not overly synthetic like some of the batches of the Club de Nuit Intense Man, the Aventus clone. I've actually got a hold of a bottle that was like lemon pledge in the opening, so that's very abrasive. This is just sweet, effervescent, and I don't know, a spot-on Silver Mountain Water clone. So just to sweeten the deal, I'm gonna go ahead and show you just a few fragrances that Samantha and I went over. I will be handing her those smell tabs that did have full dry downs, and she'll let you know what was her favorite out of that lot. I'll be back in a few. Okay, so hold this fragrance to your left, and then hold this one to your right. You go ahead and smell them and tell me which one you like better. And after she picks which one she likes the best, I'm going to tell you what they are.
That was the quick one.
Really? You liked the one on the left the most?
Yes.
So what I handed her was Green Irish Tweed and Rassasi Très Nu, and she picked this one. So the next fragrance I have, and really all the ones I picked, I tried to pick, you know, fragrances that you guys especially are more familiar with. This is a very popular fragrance, and I want you to hold this to your right, and hold this to your left.
Smells good. Okay, the left.
You like the left better?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right, well, you're 2 for 2 on picking the less expensive of the two. If you're looking a good substitute for Baccarat Rouge 540, do as Casino Royale, just might do it. All right, so next fragrance, put this one in your left hand and put this one in your right hand.
Okay. I'm gonna go with the left.
You're going with the left. Are you picking the left on purpose?
Nope.
It's just,
Left seems to, I'm not left, I'm right, but the left is not favorite.
I'm glad I switched them up on you just in case, because she picked the left, but she actually picked the original. This is by Killian Black Phantom, and the alternate to it was actually another clone. This is Black Widow from Dua Fragrances.
This is the one. I like this one.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right, so let me see what you picked. Oh, okay, yeah, she picked this Buzzkill, but personal taste.
Well, at least I'm consistent.
So there we go again, Sam with another wild card win, but that's how I like it. I like things to be unpredictable, and Samantha is very unpredictable, but she is consistent. You can say that. And I hope you guys have a wonderful holiday, whatever it is you're celebrating, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, or just want to be quiet at home and have a day off. God bless all of you. I love you. I appreciate you. Until next time, I'll see you on Carolina Fragrance Reviews.